I'll record the session also, then end of the session I'll send you this one.
No problem then. Okay.
So we will go to the manage. In this
Mm-hmm.
manage you can see
Yeah.
Dynamo. You can see the Dynamo and Dynamo player here. This I will
Yeah.
explain later. First we will see this Dynamo. Okay.
Okay.
So when you click on this, basically Dynamo is a visual programming. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we know already the Revit is a parametric model. That means you can
Yeah.
control that by the
Mm-hmm.
parameters, right? But when you do, what is the purpose of using Dynamo? Because in certain work in Revit, it will take a lot time, like tagging, annotations, like we have to spend a lot time for that. So these
Mm.
type of things you can automatically do with the help
Mm-hmm.
of the Dynamo.
Yes.
This is called the automations.
Mm-hmm.
And apart from that, what you cannot do in Revit, that you can do over here by using the code, or and something you can do already in Revit, but you need more time over there, so that in easy way you can do in Revit, in Dynamo. So for this
Mm-hmm.
purpose we are using it. Some what you can do in Revit, that you can do by the Dynamo, and
Mm-hmm.
something which you can do in Revit but you required more time over there, that more easy way you can do in Dynamo.
Mm-hmm.
And Dynamo is it's coming along with a Python script, because Dynamo is having a nodes over here already. There are many nodes, but that node sometimes won't serve our purpose, so we have to club in with the Python scripting. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, now we'll discuss the basic of this Dynamo. So when you open, you can see here Dynamo, then you go to the new, and you can see your Dynamo screen over here. So you can see so many nodes over here. These all are the default nodes, and we can install more. That means same like in software we use the plugins, right? The same way you
Mm-hmm.
can add many add-ons over here. So then later you can use that add-ons also, but currently we will go with this one. The first one, I'll just type, either you can type it here to search the node. Okay, you can type it here,
Mm-hmm.
or just right click from here and you can type it here, both way. So what I
Mm-hmm.
want, I just need to get a point now. So I'll be using here, when I type here point, you can see point by coordinates.
Mm.
So when you click on this point by coordinates, see, while when I place this one here itself, you can see a point, correct?
Okay.
Here you can see the point, and you check in your Revit. In Revit also you can see the points.
Okay.
Now this point, normally a Dynamo node is having two portions. One is input, the other one is output. That means here you need to give your input, you need to feed your value, and this
Mm-hmm.
will be your output. For
Mm.
example, I just wanted to give the different value over here for x, y and z. Currently you can see default value 0, 0, 0. That means
Mm.
x0, y0 and z0. Okay. But I need to add, I need to give some values. For this, you can just right click and I give here integer, okay, number slider. I select here the number slider. So when you select this number slider, you can see here, you just keep the mouse pointer here. You can see what is the minimum value, maximum value and the step value. That means,
But sorry, how how you will know what is specific node that you
nodes,
need to use
that
for
we
the
will understand through our practice only, like
so it will not, there is no like specific like you need to
no,
use this,
it's
you need
not
to use
like
that.
Revit, you use this
Yeah,
tool,
yeah, yeah.
then you will
Mhm.
get something like this. This is, we have
Okay.
to understand the tools, then according to our requirement, we have to use it.
And in this part, is it also okay to use like a code block?
Yeah, you can use the code
Yeah,
block.
okay. Ah, okay, okay, okay.
Code block we use here. uh, this is what I said, code block, in the sense you are doing the customized coding, because
Mm.
sometimes it won't, I mean, the same code or the nodes which is available here, it won't meet our requirements. In
Mm-hmm.
that cases we will use the Python scripting. This Python script we write inside the code block.
Yeah, because sometimes most of the Dynamo they keep on upgrading,
Mm.
and some of the nodes is not always available in all versions of the Dynamo.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
sometimes whichever you use for the old ones, you will, even if you want to use in the same location, but sometimes they cannot find the node
Yeah,
in
yeah.
some now. Yeah,
That's
so
true. Yeah.
something like that. Yes,
Mm.
that's also my issue.
So here, when we click here, minimum value, maximum value, and step value. So the step value I change into 1. That means this will be the maximum value. Maximum value is 100, and it's increase 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. Okay.
Okay.
Then close. Then I'll connect this. I'll give here 0. Then I connect with this one, x value. Then let's say I just take the copy of this one, Control C, Control V. You can take the
Mm-hmm.
copy, and this I'm going to connect with Y. Then
Okay.
again Control V, and I select with Z. So what is
Mm-hmm.
happening now? Currently your point is in 0, 0, and
Mm-hmm.
0. When you keep the mouse pointer here, you can see the X, Y, and Z position of your point. Correct, right?
Mm-hmm.
0,
Yes.
0, 0. Now if
Mm-hmm.
I change the value here, you can see here this value is moving in X
Okay.
directions. And the same way, if I keep this one 0, then I move here, it moves in the Y direction. See? And if you are selecting here, it moves in the Z directions.
Can
But
I also place negative sign or something?
yeah, you can do that.
Mm.
Then you select here, see, it moves in this directions, and it will be moving in this direction. So now you can see this 13 by 18, and from those point you can take it up. Clear, right?
What if for example you have a coordinate but only like showing the northeastern or southwest? Is that also possible?
Easting northing value, you mean to say?
Yeah, yeah.
Easting northing value, yeah, it's possible in the sense. Then what you need to do, that, see, basically easting northing in the sense, here you have to take it as a X and Y only.
X and Y.
Yes,
Ah, okay.
we have to select it as X and Y. Then we feed
Mm-hmm.
X, Y, and we don't want to feed anything on Z, so accordingly it
Mm-hmm.
will be coming.
But still I can use the same one
Yeah, yeah.
and I'll just make it the Z without value, correct?
Yeah, you can
Oh.
just because normally currently see here, actually Dynamo is unitless.
Mm-hmm.
Unitless in the sense, currently I'm
Mm-hmm.
using here 10, 20. What is this 10, 10, 20? It's not millimeter, not centimeter, not meter. This
Mm-hmm.
is unitless. There is no unit. What is the unit of the file? That will be the unit of the Dynamo.
Ah,
You
okay.
understood?
Mm-hmm.
For
Mm-hmm.
example, you created one Dynamo script for in
Mm-hmm.
okay. I mean, you created for one project, and the next
Mm-hmm.
project may be in meter. You are using the
Mm-hmm.
unit over the meter. So here,
Mm-hmm.
there you, what you have given, 100 mm you given. Here it will be considering as a 100 meter.
Mm-hmm.
Understood, right? So
Yeah.
the file name, sorry, the file unit will be, the Revit file unit will be the unit of the Dynamo. Normally
Okay.
the Dynamo is unitless.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so okay, then I select Control C, Control V. One more I select, but I don't want to connect with this one, so you can just click and click outside, you can disconnect it.
Mm.
So that means it comes, this is in 0, this is also in 0, but I'll just move it. Then what I want to do, I just wanted to connect these 2 points. So how can we, let's say I just wanted to connect one line from this point to this point, correct?
Okay.
So I
Yeah.
just right click, and I give here line by start point and end point. So we have to provide the start point and the end
Mm-hmm.
point. So I'll
Mm-hmm.
select, this is my start point and
Okay.
this is the end point. See, the line is created.
Oh,
So
okay.
now if I move in this directions or this direction, any of this direction, see here,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. It's already connected.
it's
Okay.
already connected.
Yeah.
Clear, right? How the node
Yes.
is working.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Now we will see, okay, this is one thing. Otherwise, I'll just remove this. You can use, okay, so this is my input to give my x, y, z values. But instead of that, I'm just going to give directly by the code block. You can just double click. You see the code
Mm-hmm.
block here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just giving my x value is maybe 20. Okay, y value is 10. Then you have to give here this, semicolon. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ah,
Um,
okay.
then enter. Then z directions I need 5. So I select, see here now,
Mm-hmm.
this all will be coming. 3 nodes output is coming. This we will be connecting with this. So you can
Okay.
see that. And this you can connect with y.
Mm-hmm.
And if you connect this with this one, so you can see how it is coming. Correct, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So now we will see, okay, this is the way we can do it. So I'll just save this one. This is the basic. When you save, I'll just create. Okay. Okay. Next, what I want to do, I'll just select the code block. Then
Mm-hmm.
I type here 0 dot dot and I give 10. So what is happening over here now? It's created as a list. See, 0,
Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It comes like this. Yeah.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
If I give after this 10, if I give dot dot 2, then how it will be coming? It comes like 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That means 2, 2. So this is the minimum value, this is the maximum value, and this is the step value. Correct?
That is for all code block?
For this particular code block, any code
Okay.
block you can use like this. Basically, it's a
Mm-hmm.
Python script. It's a basic Python script. 0
Yeah.
dot dot 10 dot dot. If I give over here 100, so you can see here 100, 51, 0, 2, 4, 5, 6, up to 100 it will be created. Clear?
Mm, okay.
So if I'm not giving this 2, I'll just give here 0 dot dot 10. Then what is happening? The minimum value is taken as 0, maximum value is taken as 10, but step value we did not mention, so automatically it will be taken as 1.
Okay.
Okay. Then I give here point by coordinates. Then I connect with this one. So once I do this, you can see here
Mm.
many
Mm.
points are coming. The first point is in 0, the second
Mhm.
in 2, 4, 5, 6. I mean, not 4, 2. Currently
Mm.
it is 1. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 10 points will be created here.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to make this one bigger, you can see here two things. One is enable background, the other one is enable script, I mean your graph. So I'll click
Mhm.
here enable background. So you can enable the background and you can, maximize however you want. Then again for the script you have to click on this. Clear, right? Then
Mhm. Yeah.
next I'm going to create another code block. Let's say another code block, and I give here 0 dot dot 6. Okay, then enter. Then I give here 2, 6 or 5, whatever, let's say 5. So that means here two things are there. One is, this is only 2, here it will be 0, 1, 2, 3
5.
up to 5. Okay,
Okay.
then I select this point, control C, control V. Then I give over here x value. So what is happening now? See, actually it is created on top of this one. You can see that, but you don't see that it's created here, the same position. But I need to change this. I'm going to connect this 2 into this y. Correct, right? So
Yeah,
if I
yeah.
give here 5 or something, so you can see that in x directions, sorry, not x direction, y direction it moves. Okay.
Okay.
Then after this, I just wanted to do here line by start point, end point, and we select this point, connect into start point, and this point connect into end point. So what is happening over here? Because here I have 10 points. You can see that I have actually 11 points, 0 to 10, 11 points I have.
Yeah.
And here 0 to 5 I have 6 points. So it's connected one by one, but the last 5 points not connected with anything because we don't
Yes.
have the corresponding point over here.
Okay.
But you can do something over there which is called the lacing method. You just right click here. You can see there is lacing. If I
Okay.
currently it is auto, and shortest also the same thing, but if you change lacing to the longest, see here the remaining all the points will be connected to the last point of the other side. Correct?
Mm.
And if you select this lacing and you select the cross product, see here how it is coming now. Let's say I'll just, you can just rotate it. These methods normally this lacing is very good method, especially when we create this facades and all in using the Dynamo.
Okay.
So you can see how it is coming now. That means in cross we have given here lacing cross product, so each point will be connected
Each other.
each other. Yes, this point will be connected to other all the points, this will be connected to all the points, and the same way every points will be connecting to all other points.
Okay. Yeah.
This is called the lacing. Now we have to see here. Okay, I just select here the code block and I type here 0 dot dot 10, 0 dot dot 10 minimum and maximum value, and I'm giving one more value 2. Okay, then you can see here I'll just right click and I give here watch. That means if I want to see this what is inside, if I connect this one with this, you can see all 0 to 10, correct? And if
Yes.
I connect this one with this one, I have only one value called 2. But what I want to do now, so that means here I have 0 to 10 values and here I have only 2. Then I'm just going to create a list here. So you can just right click, list create, click on this list, and here you can see item. I just select this into this item. So you can see the list is created here, 0 list, and all these things will be coming over there. Then I click on this plus, another item 2 is coming. Then I drag and drop here. So what is happening now? You can see here total 12. Before how much it was? 0
10.
to 10, the 10, correct? You can see that. I'll just remove this. Okay, so you can see that 11 here.
0
That
to
means
11.
0 to 10, 11. Now I'm just going to add, click on this plus, one more item. I added this one. That means two things I joined together. You can see here how it is coming. In 0 list I have 0 because all the index in Navis in Dynamo will start with 0, not with 1. Okay,
Okay.
So if you are saying, suppose you want 5, then you have to give actually 4, because it start with 0, 0, 2, 1,
Mm-hmm.
2,
It's
3, 4.
always
Yeah,
counting from
always
0.
0. Yeah, it's starting
Okay.
from 0. So that means the first list you can see over here, the first list is created, two list over here, and in that the first list is, okay, the first list is 0 to 10. Okay, the first range of list. Then see here that the 2 is the separate list, correct? That means it's considering to be a 2 list. The same
Mm-hmm.
way, if I give here this square bracket, then I give any value, 2, 5, 7, 9, any value I have given, then close this one, comma, then we give 1, 2, 3, like this many you can give, then you close this one. That means this is the multi list. See, 2 levels of list you can see here. You can just click, see here, the first list will be 2, 5, 7, 8, that is the 0 list. The second list will be 1, 2, 3. So it's considering to be a 2 list, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because we have given something like that, 2, 5, 7, 9. So it won't consider as a one list, it's considering as 2 separate lists. So then again, let's see how it is. I just right click here, you just give here flatten. I just give over here the flatten the list, and I just click and drag this list into this one. So once I do this list, you can see here what is happening. See here, it's
Combine.
flattened now. It's
Mm-hmm.
combined and it's considering as a 2 list. Why we are learning now? Because currently we are just using the numbers only, but later on when we incorporate with the Revit component, sometimes it comes as a list, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
we have to segregate it accordingly. So just understand now how the list is working. Okay.
Okay, sure, sure.
Okay, so this is the multiple list or multi-level list you can say, and later on to make it as a single list we have to use the command list flatten. Okay,
Yeah.
now let's see. Next I'll give here, basically I just wanted to, okay, we have already learned how to place a point, but now
Okay.
I need to place the plane. What is the difference between the point and plane in Revit? The point in the
Mhm.
sense it has the x, y, z values, right?
Yes.
Plane is also having x, y, z values plus the magnitude, that means the direction, correct? So
Okay.
that is the difference between the plane and the points. Especially when you use the massing, we always set the work plane, right? Not only for the massing, so many times in Revit we always set the work plane, correct? So basically the work plane, the plane in the sense it will be having x, y, z values, and it has the magnitude or directions, so it considering to be a vector. So I just wanted to place a plane over there, so I'll just use the command plane by origin normal, create a plane centered at root point with input normal vector. So I select here by origin normal, plane by origin normal. So we need two things over there. One is origin and the other one is, here you can see the which is called normal. So what is this origin? Origin, when you keep here, you can see origin is point of the plane where the plane has to you see that plane is created now here in 0, 0, 0. You can just
Okay.
see.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, this is our plane and the origin is the point, normal is the vector, that means a direction. So what I'm going to do now, I'll be creating the point. In case I want, I can change it, otherwise I'll keep the 0 only. In case you wanted to change that 0 point, then you have to use the point by coordinates, then give the x, y, z values for that. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
But now I use here vector by coordinate. Vector by coordinate.
Mm-hmm.
So once you select the vector by coordinate, same like point by coordinate x, y, z values you can see, but the output will be vector, not the point. Then I can directly use the value. I can directly feed the value by using the chord block or number slider. Currently I use the number slider. Not number slider, we can use number slider. Okay, then I give here step value is 1. Okay, then control C, control V. So I'm just going to feed this value. So initially everything is 0. So you can see that there is no changes. Look into this plane. I'm changing
Yes.
the value, and this vector I'm connecting to this normal. Then after this, if you give over here, see how your plane is. It's in y, z directions, right? And if I select here, then it is x, z directions. And if you do here, it is top directions. But I give here top directions, z directions, then I change the value. So you can see here how your plane is coming. See, you can rotate your plane however you want. Clear now?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just keep the mouse pointer over here. Then I'm just going to use, for example, I just wanted to create a circle. Let's say I use here circle by point plane radius. I select this one, circle by plane radius. Once you select this, see here by default it is coming over there. So what is our plane? This plane has to be connected with this, and the radius you can use the chord block, or you can use what slider, and I'm connecting this. So now once you do this one, you see here while you are changing your plane, your circle is rotating accordingly.
Nice. Okay.
So you give here 2, suppose, so you can see that clearly. See, then I give here extrude. Extrude, you can select here extrude as solid. That means that circle I need to convert into solid. So I'll be selecting this, and the distance again I can give here maybe 10 I give, or whatever the value. So now it is completely a parametric model. You can change any values from here, accordingly this will change, correct?
Okay. Yeah.
Completely a parametric value now. So I'll give here 0, here also 0, and here, so only the z direction it is. The z direction is 0, then I give here this direction. See here how it is coming. So
Yeah.
accordingly, and here x value also you can give it. So however you want, you can place it now.
Okay. Yeah.
Now let's say I'm just going to place few columns over here, supposed to be level 1. Anything, it can be column or any elements. I'm placing now the column. So Lord family, I select structural columns. So any column, I'll just place it over there. So I'll change here. Let's say you just imagine that you have this column or any elements in your project.
Okay.
So normally what I want to do, for example, after you place this one, you just wanted to rotate this column. So normally we can rotate it, but we rotate that one. Okay, so this is my column. We have placed from level 1 to level 2. Yeah, that's true. Then after this, what I want to do here, normally if I wanted to rotate all this column on its own axis, means let's see, if I wanted to rotate this based on this center and this based on this center, all. So let's say this is possible. You can select everything, then you can do the rotate, but I don't want to rotate in that way. Instead of that, all the columns should rotate its own axis. That means based on its center point. So normally what you have to do in that case, you have to go to the column, then you have to the rotate you have to select, then the center point, then you have to rotate it. But just imagine you have so many columns in your project, and everything has to be rotated based on this. So for this one, we have one command called set rotation. So we'll go here. Okay, I'll give here set rotation. This one, set rotation. This is coming inside the family instance dot set rotations. From here also you can just click set rotation, so it will be coming. So what we need for this one, we need the family instance. So I have to get this, whatever is there in my project, all that same family type, I have to get it. So for this one, I'm just going to use the command family type. Click here, family type. See here, all the family types will be coming here. Whatever is part of your Revit template, right? The one you imported, the one already there. So what is the name of this one? We can see over here, this is M concrete square column 300 by 300. So I'll just select from here M concrete square column 300 by 300. I select this one. So that type is selected, and currently it is coming as a family type, means how it is coming, which is the family type. When you select this one and you see over here the name, this is called our type name, right? So it is coming as our type name over here.
Correct.
So from this type name, I have to convert that into a family instance. So in Revit, what is the difference between the type and instance? Type in the sense, for example, in this one, if I make you, I have two parameters over here. One is type parameter, the other one is instant parameter. Correct, right? So if I make any changes from here, for example, this 300 I give 500, all the same columns will be changed into 500. Correct? Huh?
Yeah. Yes.
But if I wanted to change one by one, then what I have to do, actually here if you wanted to do that, you have to do the duplicate for everything, then only you can give the different I mean different you can consider as a different instance, right, in case you want to give the color value, different value. That means here I need 300, here I need 500, then where you want the 500, you have to do edit, duplicate, and you have to do it. But there is another method you can consider as a instant parameter, then you feed the instant parameter. But anyway, here what I want to do, I don't want to select all these elements and rotate it. Instead of that, I have to select every instance. This is called the instance. Every instance of this type, and I have to rotate it. So that is called the family instance. So I need to get family instance. So to do that one, I'll type here by family instance. You can see here family instance. See here, family instance. Inside the family instance you can see by family type. So I'll just click on this. So here you can see this, what this node will do, this receive the family type and convert as a family instance. Okay, so I select this family type and I connect with this one. So you can see that what is happening over here, I have, see, all the family instances created. You got it now?
Yes.
Here it is family type, so I have only one family type, which is M concrete square column 300 into 300. But when I connected this one, the family type, to the family instance, and you keep the mouse pointer here, it's saying that I have 9 elements, and each one you can see over here, and the element ID also you can see it. This is the element ID of that particular element.
Okay.
Now it's fine. Then now I got the family instance here, so I have to drag and connect the family instance with this one. Then I just double click and I can give, let's say, 45 degree, and I connect this with this one. I did that, and you go and check. See here, all that elements is rotated. You can even go to the 3D and you can see. For example, I have to give here maybe 15 only. Correct, right? If you are clicking on this plan view, you can see that clearly. So this is not only for the column, any elements you can rotate using the same script.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Now we will see that I'm just using a code only. Then I'm just going to do here P1. This is kind of Python scripting. P1 equal to point, instead of node I use here point dot by coordinates, open the bracket, I give 0, 0, 0, double quote. See here, the same way it's created over here, the points. Correct, right? We have used before node. Instead of that, now we are doing by the Python script. Then enter P2 equal to point dot by coordinates, open the bracket, and I give 10, 0, 0, any value we have to do. So you can see that 2 point is created here. Then I have to connect these 2 points. So again, we have used our the line by start end points, right? So same way I'll select here L1 equal to line dot by start point end point. Select this, open the bracket, then what we need to give? P1 comma P2.
Okay.
So the P1, actually what is happening, P1 is a variable, point dot by coordinates of 0 comma 0 comma 0, this is one script, and what is the value of this, that will be saved in the variable called P1. And the same way here, this is point dot by coordinate of 10 comma 0 comma 0, that is stored in P2. So I have the value in P1 now, I have the value in P2 now. Then I given L1, which is line. You can use any, instead of P1 you can use A, you can use B, it's just a variable, okay? So any name you
Okay.
can use it, just a
Okay.
name. And instead of this L1 you can give my line, or you can give the first any name you can give.
Any name?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Then line dot by start point end point, then we given here P1 comma P2. So what is the value in P1? That is connected to the value in P2. So it's created. Now let's say if I do here, I change here 5, so automatically it's changed here. So the same thing what we have done over here using the node, that we have done now using the Python script, using the code block.
Okay.
Now we will see, let's say I create another code block, and 0, 20, and maybe I'll take 1. Okay. Then I'm just going to use here range command. What the range command will do? Range command will create a sequence of numbers or letters in the given range. So currently it is going to create the sequence of numbers. So see here, currently it is start value, you can see 0, end value it's given 9, and step value is given 1. So that is the reason by default it is coming over here 10, and it will be 0 to 9, correct? But I change this is my start value, and this is my end value, and this is the step value. So you can see here 21 point is created. So this will is you remember that we have created over the 0 dot dot 20. This is the same thing you can do in this way also. 0
Okay. Okay.
dot dot 20 dot dot, and no need 20.
No need
Yeah.
for one. Yeah.
So once you do that, see here 21 points is created, right? The same thing. So
Okay.
this is the node for that, this is the code for that. That is the difference. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Now I'll just create here a point. Okay, we'll just create a point over there. Point by coordinates, and this list of value you need to connect it, so you can see that is created over here. Now I'll just select, I don't want to see the preview of this one, so when you just click on that, it's already there, but you are not seeing the preview of that, right? So in case in between any nodes preview you need to turn off, then you can just simply right click and you can give the preview of geometry. Then again you click on preview of geometry, it will be coming back. Now we will see here. Now anyway, I just right click and I give here preview of geometry, I turned off. Next what I'm going to do, I'll select a code block and I give here start number dot dot end number dot dot step double quote. So what is happening now? It is coming now start number dot dot end number dot dot step semicolon. Uh, Not only two dots. Okay, see here, start number, end number, and step. Now I need to feed the value. So this is almost same like this. For example, I'm just going to feed the same thing, Control C, Control V. Okay, this one and this one. See here, the same thing we created over here with the Python script. Clear, right? So here we created this one using the range, and here we have created using the Python script. Now after this, I'm just going to, you can just see all my values over there. For example, I'm just going to change this 0, then maybe here 500 I'll give, because I need 500 here. Then I'm just going to give here 5. So once I do this, you can see here total 101 points are created over here. Then I can just connect that into a point, let's say point by coordinates. Then I connect this into this. So you can see that all these points, you can just make sure, just drag it. You can see those points. If you want, you can change that value. Maybe 10 I give. That means the step value we have given 10. Okay, fine. Then later what I want to do, I'm just going to use another node called sign. This sign. That means you can see that math.sign command is coming. What the math.sign is doing, because if I select all these values to this one, I connect these values, that 51 values, to this. So what is happening now, I'll just click connect with this one. So what is happening, I'll get over here the sign value of this value, sign of 0, sign of 1, sign of 2, sign of 3, like this you will be getting the value. Clear, right? The sign.
Yeah, yeah.
But you see that value is very small over here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to multiply this one. Just right click and you give here star, which is product. Then I give here this connect with X. Then here the code block, either you can just type it here or you can type it here directly, it's fine. I'll just type it here. Maybe I'll give here 50. That means whatever the value I have here, that is the sign value of the number from 0 to whatever we have. But that I need to convert. I have to multiply it with 50 to get a bigger values. So you can see that comparatively the bigger value you will be getting over there. Yes. Then after this, I use this one into the Z. See here what is happening now. You can see that it's converted as a sine curve now.
I need to get back on this. It's a bit complicated already.
Actually what we done, we basically we use the sign command. So here
Yeah, I
sign,
understand
when
this.
so we know that, like, normally any values, it has a sign value, right? Sign
Yep.
10, sign 90, what is the value we know, and sign whatever, any values you give, it will be having a sign value. So that
Yeah.
sign value is creating accordingly. Suppose you are give here instead of sign the cos, then you can see how the curve will be generated. You can give the cosec. That means all that sign what we will be using in geometry, it is available over here. Mm. So
Mm-hmm.
currently we
Okay.
use the sign. So sign, when you use, the first one will be 0, then it is 0.1. So you see, the imagine that position how it is coming. Yeah, let's
Okay.
say
Okay. Okay.
um, so basically what is happening, I have one points over there. Let's say like this, we have the points. Okay, these all are my points. Then when I'm connecting, so this x values, maybe you can say this is 0, this is 5, this is 10, this is the x value of this point. Yeah, 10, 15, etc. Then when I'm assigned to the sign, the first one is 0, so the first sign value is 0. The next one, already it's created 0 point something something, then that is multiplied by one value I given. It's not compulsory you have to give 50, some other, because I need to get a higher value. So when I multiplied that, I'll be getting the value. Suppose, let's say I got the value 5. So what is happening, in this one will move to here in z directions. Correct, this point will move from here z direction. Then what is the
Okay.
next value, that will be moved accordingly. Then this
Okay.
value also will move accordingly.
Yeah.
Then this value,
Understand. Yes.
understood, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Only the
Understood.
z value is moved, so you
Mm.
will be getting the
The
sinusoid,
curve.
I mean
Yeah.
sine curve. Yeah, accordingly.
Okay. Sure. Sure.
This is what happening. So anyway, just understand that, but because later on when we will go more deep into this one, like how we manage the things, but the
Mhm.
basic has to be clear. Yeah, because
Okay.
this
Sure.
is a kind of programming, so we have to
Yes. That is
understand the things, then according to the situations we should know how to use it.
no problem.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'll wind up today. See you in next
Sure.
class. Okay.
Can I ask something?
Yeah,
Can I get all the script also?
yeah, I'll send you, no worries.
Okay, and also, actually, I'm creating something for the office.
Okay,
It's for the documentation,
okay.
but I cannot find it. It worked in the sample file, but
uh,
when I was trying to working on our files, it's coming an error. Can I also share that to you so that you can check at
I'll
least?
check. You just send me that. Just
No problem.
mail me, okay?
Sure,
You
sure.
can
Then,
just
so you
mail to the
can just
same
say,
mail
yeah,
ID.
send me
Yeah,
the mail. Yeah.
yeah, sure.
Okay. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
thank you.
Have a
Bye.
good
Bye.
night.
Same
Bye.
to you.